Hey there, how's your day going? Well, this is how my day's going. Yep, old Sulley's got a transmission fluid leak. Pop the hood and yeah, I can see wetness there. And when I was running it, checking the transmission fluid level, down deep in there. Can you see it from that angle? Maybe right down there. Above the radiator hose down there, there is a transmission cooling line. And it's just drip, 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 drip when I fill it up. And sorry if the lighting is a bit harsh. I'm working outside. It's a cold morning. Hopefully I didn't damage the transmission or anything, because when I did drive this, got home, Sasha was complaining that Sulley was lagging, just didn't have any get up and go to him. So I took it out for a test drive. When I got home, yeah, I noticed the same thing. And when I was done, I smelt burnt fluid smell. Hopefully I didn't damage the transmission. I stopped right after I noticed that, but let's fix that transmission line. So I need to get to the transmission line down there. We're gonna get this air box out of the way, just to give me a little more room to work here. Oh, come on, that's loose. Got the extra long extension on here today. I'm just gonna get this electric fan out of the way. Just slid that little red tab over. Disconnect the wiring here. There we go. And then a couple little 8mm brackets on this electric fan. And then we should really be able to see those lines pretty good. I'll show you exactly where it was dripping from. I think I had previously replaced that line. I'll show you, I got a little double clampy system going on it, but maybe it wasn't enough. And you know what? Now that I have access to it and I can see the line really good, it's that line right there that's leaking. I think it just slipped off. Yeah, look at it. Yeah, look at that. It just slipped off. So this is going to be an even easier repair than I thought. What I think I'll do, shove it on. I wonder if I can get it past the little connection right there. If I can, boy, that would seal it up good. Get a clamp on each side. Boy, that wouldn't go anywhere. Let me take those hose clamps off, shove it on there as far as I can get and tighten her down. So I've got the hose shoved up over that little lip just a little bit. So this hose clamp is going right on top of that little lip. That should help it kind of get a bite on it so it doesn't slip back off there. When these hose clamps, though, both of them were like finger tight though. So I don't know what the deal was there. If I was last one on this, I might have been. I thought I was, but how did they get just finger tight? But we'll use the double clamp system here, get them on good and tight, and then we'll obviously fill transmission fluid because it's super low. There's some more harsh lighting for you guys, but I got this line on here. It's good and tight now. Those hose clamps are tight. Just gonna wipe down in here a little bit and give it a good rinse off with some degreaser so that I can watch for any future leaks. This thing has a lot of oil seal leaks on it and stuff, so it can be a little tough to watch for leaks from the bottom because it just drips all the time. There's a lot I need to do to this. But I think we've got our transmission issue about fixed. We just gotta check the level. We'll get right to that though. As I mentioned, Sulley has quite a few leaks here. Let's see what that is. Hopefully that's just cleaner that I sprayed. Yeah, so here's that transmission cooling line, and yeah, just all gunked up. The one we were working on is this one right here. We were working right up there, but this line comes down this way right here and goes back to the transmission. But we're gonna wipe some more of this off, get a little bit cleaned up so that we can watch for future leaks. I'll probably spray some more cleaner down here as well. Okay, so I know we're at least a quart low on this. You don't want to overfill it. So I'm gonna add about a half a quart, and then we'll start it up, run it for a bit, check the level, run it through all the gears, warm it up real good. So you need to check your transmission fluid with the engine running, and after you've taken it through all the gears. Hey, look who showed up!
Hi!
So tell me what Sulley was doing when you were trying to drive it.
Whenever I would go to stop, it would stop, and then when I would accelerate, it would like, the RPMs would go up, and then it would take a minute, and then it would take off really slow and like rev, and yeah.
Then it would just take a bit to kind of get going. It would just get, there was like no power.
Yeah.
I love that you know RPMs. Like how many teenagers know, well, the RPMs would rev, like that's so cool. So anyways, I found one of the lines was like disconnected, one of the transmission cooling lines,
like
yeah.
off?
So the transmission has fluid in it and it circulates through a little cooler in the front. One of the lines there, it was just barely on. And
that's what was spilling?
yeah, when I filled it up just to check it, it started leaking real bad right there. I was like, oh, well, obviously that's the problem.
Yeah.
Took it apart, fixed it, put it back together. I think we're good to go now. So
Really?
you want to start it up real quick?
Sure.
Cool. Put your foot on the brake and then put it into drive. Go ahead and put it in gear. And reverse, neutral, drive, park. Okay, you can go ahead and get out. We're just gonna leave it running. Just gonna check my handiwork real quick, look for any leaks. I don't see any active drips. And you wanna check your fluid level on with the vehicle on a flat surface. I think we're probably still pretty darn low. You want the transmission fluid warmed up, the car running. Let's check it real quick here. Yeah, we're still pretty significantly low. Run into the store to get some more transmission fluid. I'll catch you guys in the next video right up here.